I've been sat here all morning thinking I'd quite like to do a review today, mainly because I'm absolutely bored out of my bastard. But then I just sat there thinking, because I found something out the other day and I sent a message to a friend just saying, tell me about it, who I'm speaking to on Facebook now. David TRU from All the Cool Stuff, because there is going to be a custom competition, roll call, where you get to turn a G.I. Joe toy into a Transformer. I'm not telling you what I'm doing. I don't know why I'm not telling you what I'm doing. A, possibly because I don't really know the name of the thing that I really want to be talking about. And B, I want to get it in my hands and have a play first, said the vicar to the actress. Whoa! And then you lot have been... I'm going to read the title. Paul Brown. You weirdo. We're all self-confessed nerds here, all obsessed with plastic crack that is transforming robots and the like. However, I have a confession. I put myself in the category of ultra nerd because since I started collecting 14 years ago, I've painstakingly logged and categorised every toy I own on a massive database. Am I the only ultra nerd? Or are there others among us in this fine community who also wish to confess this strange habit? Now, to be fair, my instant reaction to this would have been, you are absolutely the only person, you fucking crazed idiot, except that I'm the crazed idiot, because lots and lots of you lot have got spreadsheets on how many toys you've got, what they're called, and how many missiles they come with. I've had jobs. I genuinely had employment where I haven't had to be that organised. That's just ludicrous. Absolutely just mad crazy bonkers, and you lot are fucking... I've just got boxes full of shit and all the weapons are all over the place and all the missiles are all over the place and they're all just floating around in the bottom of a bag somewhere, but I've got one bag in the loft and I've got one bag in a box. I've got an animated Takara Blackout, which is a beautiful, beautiful thing. But I have no idea where the tail fin is. Don't care. It's in a box somewhere, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. When I have space to display all of this stuff, then it'll matter. But when I have space to display all the stuff, I'll have all the tubs and all the boxes in one place together. I've got tea, which is the most important thing. No, that's a lie. The most important thing is... I've got a Japanese Lost Age Toys R Us exclusive Optimus Prime toy! I'm gonna just give you a little 360 now. I'm talking, yes. We're talking about the competition. I might edit this, might not. I've got into editing, but I can't get out of the just waffling thing and I just want to say all the words I need to say at once. I just like doing it that way. I got this, it's very nice. No, that's not true. It's a bit crap. And I put some photos up on the day that I got it and I played with it on the day that I got it. And a few people called it Ice Cream Prime. One person called it Viennetta Prime, which is particularly special to me because Viennetta is something that me and my best mate eat whenever we're celebrating or feeling miserable. We'll have half a bottle of Jack Daniels and a whole Viennetta. I'm sure it doesn't do us any good. Fuck it, it doesn't matter. But this is Viennetta Prime. Then, do you know what? I put it in truck mode and I'm staring at it now and I've only just noticed something that I wish I had noticed a minute ago so I could have a really good stare before I turn the camera on. This toy is super clever. Have you seen car wraps? Have you seen when someone makes a wrap that envelops an entire car and then you sort of heat it and shrink wrap it and apply everything and it sticks to the surface of your car so your whole car looks like a big advert or a big picture, like the back end of a bus. Yes, you know what I mean? Yes, okay, good. This, the entire cab section of this isn't paint. This is made out of loads of little dots. This is Pantoned. I'm stunned by it, which makes my love of it go up ever so slightly. There, look. Which is, I don't know. I think that's very clever. I think I've got a hand-toned, I can't remember, I used to sell bags that had this sort of design on them that wasn't just a block design, but it was actually a dots per inch design. It's got all the normal stuff. It's this sort of ice cream colour. It's okay. The toes stick out like mad. These gas tanks, which are supposed to be grey in the middle and brown straps, are just brown. They've got this sort of rusty red colour on the top here, which I find a little odd because firstly I'd love to know how they applied it, and B, it's just sort of swabbed on, like with a cheap marker pen. The wheels here, well, the middles have been sprayed in lovely. This is not this. It's all sort of different. I don't get it. It's lovely and it's beautiful, but at the same time, I'm a bit let down. This is the best that Hasbro can do. I know there's another one which is similar, but it is only still same but different. I don't get it. Should we make a robot? Whee! Stop moaning about stuff. The world's too short. Gonna take that, gonna do that. Shall I do the thing or shall I just... I'm gonna do the thing. I'm feeling quite thingy. So I'm going to... Getting this... I'll lead on to the story. Getting this thing apart is not easy. It is a pig. And especially when you've got all this lovely 8 dots per inch shite all over the place. Makes you wonder kind of what you're doing. We're going to lift that out. Can you see how that lovely blue plastic, well, you can't see from there, it's a terrible example, we'll cover that one in a minute. Actually, we won't cover that in a minute. Can you see that lovely smoky sunglasses grey blue plastic? I really like that, that's my favourite bit of all of it. We're going to do that and open everything up, then we're going to just get your fingernails in and pull all of this gubbins. Death by robot. All of that like that, okay? You're going to pull that out and you're going to pull that out because that gives you the little smokestacks that go either side of your shoulders. We're going to... Are we going to wobble that? Yeah, we're going to wobble some of this apart. I told you, he's a pig to get apart. So we're going to push, there's a centerpiece here that the head goes on. So I'm going to push that down just to get things started. And then I'm going to put my hands in here and pull up. This wasn't the way I thought this was going to go. Why won't you start? He clips together shit tons better than the other one that I've got, which makes him a bugger because he won't come to pieces. Excuse me, can you play ball please? Because you're doing amazing. There, see? All you've got to do is wiggle it. So you do that and you do that. And I've just wiggled the top pieces apart. This is a horrible kerfuffled mess, isn't it, already? Well, I'm just going to leave it in as it is. Stupid editing, no one does that. So that's all like that, which is lovely, and then we're going to take the arms and fold them all forwards like this, so he's got now Power Punch Van Prime, and we're going to turn these upside. Transformation on this thing's fucking incredible. You've all seen it 1,000 times because of the standard Toys R Us one that came out. But if you do that to all of them, you take the little smokestack at the back and you fold that up. We're going to then fold the wheels forwards like that. We're going to, can you see that's in there at the back? So when you then transform that round, it all becomes this way. We're going to tuck that in there. So you've got a chest. Yes? Coolio. Okay. That is just genius. Then we're going to take the arms, move them around. We're going to take the chest. Oh, look at this. If you've not seen this, this is beautiful. Well, you've all seen it, so it doesn't matter. That folds in there. And then you hook all of this in like that, which gives you the strongest chest connection in the absolute universe ever. You're going to take this thing and fold it down, which just gives you the shoulder stacks that come up here, which I don't mind, but the inside of them needs to be brown, really, doesn't it? Doesn't it? And then all you're going to do is fold that up like that, because that fits back in there, which is where it came from in the first place. Then fold that over like that. Can you see in here, where are we? In here you've got little holes, and then you've got slots on there. Slots love holes. Push that right in, and then it clips. Which again, super strong top. Look, none of this, there's no floppy woppy on this at all. Everything is tight as an inappropriate pink wet thing. Optimus. All we're going to do now is, again, more cool transformation. If you grab the foot, pull the foot, you've got to fight with it a little bit. So it's like that, you've got to pull the foot up instead of round, and then the bottom of the leg's going to turn. Clever, 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 and that's going to give you that. So we've got, I mean, just think about this for a moment. 2 wheels at the bottom, 1 wheel at the top. It's kind of Optimus Prime, isn't it? He does have hinges, but his hinge goes that way a little bit and that way loads. And as I put a photo up the other day, it does mean you can get him doing some quite cool ninja kick moves. Yet again, I wish it was. I know what I'm supposed to be doing. I've just demonstrated it on the other one. Why would you work? Give him another savage. Okay, so I'm right it. That's got to come up. There we go, there we go. Move that round like that, and then you get a foot, which is the same tilty like that. Optimus Prime. I love him, I love him. He's got rusty bits under his armpits. He's got rusty bits on his forearms. He's got rusty bits on his knees. But do you see what I mean about if I go like that? Can you see what I mean? That it just looks like it's been put on with a really wanking marker pen or a really wet Gundam marker or something like that. There is no disturbance on the bottom of his legs whatsoever, which can't be right. You've got a little bit of shading on the insides where all the cogs and stuff are on his legs, but it's still, it's second rate at best. Light piping is non-existent because the eyes have been painted, but it does make the eyes look sexy. I absolutely adore, and I genuinely mean I am in love with this head sculpt. Facepaint Prime, and because this figure is just so cool, his neck is on a double doohickey, so you can actually turn his head all the way around. He can look up, he can look down. I can't do the wobbly head thing like Vangelis likes, but don't you think what's on there's enough? It's absolutely magnifique. It's just good. It's very, very good. I'm going to do you a slow turn. This is the Toys R Us exclusive one, and I got it for 40 quid off Kapow. As soon as the pre-order went up, I went, I've got to have one of those. Do you know the big problem with it? Is that just after the pre-order went up, I managed to start getting hold of some standard Optimus Prime toys and made one of those. And I've never shown this on a YouTube video. I've never given you all a really good up-close look, but on his knee pads, he's got rusty spots. And he's got the original colour of the blue and the grey coming through ever so slightly, which was the original paint and stuff. As you can see, these are grey with brown straps and they're all dirtied up and mustied up. The aluminium on his legs, he's all got rust coming through underneath, like he's been sat hiding for a long time, and he must have been sat hiding for a long time, about 5 years we think, isn't it, about that? And then on the inside of his legs, you can see I've flamed it up, and then as well as that I've actually dry brushed all of the cogs and that, and I've done the same in there, so all the cogs and stuff like that are all mankied up. Then the wheels are about 3 or 4 different shades of grey and brown and darker grey with rusty insides to the wheel hubs. Then I've painted the face in a very subdued, muted blue, which I wish I'd done slightly darker, but I don't actually have the paint colour, which is disappointing. But I've done his eyes in blue paint, as clear blue. It does, the light piping's abysmal, but that's okay. And then on his chest you can see you've got your flames coming up over his nipples. I've got the rusty stuff all underneath his arms there. I don't have flames on his arms because these bits are just kind of in the way and it doesn't really work. But if I get everything apart here and pull the wheels out, can you see I've up in there, that's all manked. That's all scratched up and rusted and just generally, it's all disturbed. It's all old and disturbed and manky and fucking brilliant. Oh, I'm so pleased with the way it turned out. So, if you have a Takara Lost Age Evasion Mode Optimus Prime, you're a very happy little chicken, I should imagine. There is another one that looks slightly better, but it's got to the point with this mould now where you've just got to go, this is the one I'm buying, this is the one that I can order now, and I'm going to be happy with it. Because if you're waiting for the perfect one, there are now 11 different versions of it, and no one wants 11 versions of the same toy unless you're as obsessed as I am. And then, frankly, if I was to get 11 versions of the same toy, I couldn't be buying other toys at the same time, and that's sucky cocky. My name's RORC number 1. I'm going to paint a G.I. Joe I'm going to paint a G.I. Joe toy, I've not quite made my mind up yet, into a Transformer. And when I do, I'm going to do a video log of what it looks like, and then Ben and Brad can get upset, or related, because once I'm in the shed, I'm in the shed, but I need to get the bug back. I'm going to be 40 on Monday.